Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again. And this time we're going to look at game number 17 in our 20 from 1991 series. This game is a hack and slash, or beat 'em up with swords. It was created for the NEO GEO arcade cabinet, and it is called Sengoku. This was created by SNK in 1991. And you can play one player, or you can play two-player simultaneous play. And it is a scrolling hack and slash beat 'em up sort of game. You will sometimes have swords and you will sometimes be without swords, and you may also have special powers. This is set in alternately present day Japan and Feudal Japan. There will be times where you are transported back to the past into some sort of alternate reality. And I didn't really get into this game as much as a number of other people, but there are definitely some aspects that I really think are cool about this game. They capture the feel of feudal Japan with some mystic elements added on. You play as this guy in red and yellow, and there will be orbs that he can collect after defeating enemies. And you start out without a weapon, but there are orbs that you can collect that will allow you to have a weapon. And there was a blue orb that I collected that gives you double swords. And see, we just got transported to feudal Japan here. And you hear some Gregorian type of chants in the background in Japanese, which I find alternately cool, kind of creepy, and kind of funny. Now, other orbs that you can collect from defeated enemies, there are green ones, and supposedly if you collect 10 of them, you will increase your life gauge by 1 point. And it starts out at 6 units, 6 bars. And so I guess you can increase it to 7 if you collect 10 of those green orbs. I don't know if it really works. You might have to do it in the same life, and this game is really kind of hard. Wild soda. Yeah, watch out for this crack in the ground. It will spit up fire. Yeah, enemies with swords or weapons can really quickly deplete your life bar. You have 2 lives, and there's no way to get extra lives that I know of. Once in a while, you will meet this sage guy, or a wizard or something, I'm not sure, but they will give you special powers like this, and you can fire them whether you have swords or are empty-handed. And they will also allow you to transform into one of 3 different characters. And one of them is a samurai, and he has swords. One of them is a ninja, and one of them is a wolf. And I just got the power of one of them. And in order to change into that character, you have to press the C button, and that'll call up this little bubble. And you can cycle with the controllers, the joystick, excuse me, to the character that you want, and press B. And I think you can press C again, and that will cancel it and change you back to the character that you were. Once in a while, one of the characters that gives you the special powers will be a woman, and I think that she gives you some life back. There's no other way to get life back in this game. Now that gold orb gives you a long-range attack, which I think that one of the sages can give you as well when they say, "Let me help you," or whatever it was that they said. Neither the long-range power nor the character that you've changed into will last terribly long, and in fact, the character, the amount of seconds that you have left to be that character is shown at the top left under your life bar. Now, if you've played a lot of beat-em-up games, you might know that there are ways that you can beat your enemies easier by standing on a slightly different plane than them and attacking, and your attack may hit them. That can be used to great effect on this game, so definitely keep that in mind. Just move to a slightly different plane that the enemy is standing on and attack there. You might be able to hit them, and they might not be able to hit you. The orbs, and I'll mention them here. The green one, collect 10 of those to increase your life gauge 1 point. I swear to God, I did it before and it didn't work. The red one will give you a single samurai sword. The blue one will give you double swords. The purple one will give you a single large blade, and it's called the Holy Sword, and it's much stronger. And the gold orb will give you a long-range attack. I only know a tiny bit of Japanese, but I don't know what they're saying, but it's just kind of funny the way that they say it to me. And there's a long-range attack that the wolf uses. And there they gave me the power of the ninja that I can switch to. The dog is not the best character, and we are about to encounter the first boss. In fact, if the dog doesn't have, or the wolf, if it doesn't have a long-range attack, and the enemies taunt you before the bosses taunt you before they fight. But the dog does have kind of or the wolf has a cool saw blade attack. You press jump and then the attack button in midair. It'll be a big saw blade. Other than that, the dog just has, or I keep calling it the dog, the wolf has a short-range scratch attack, and it's pretty lame. So with this boss, you have to kill all these forms first, and they turn into like a bale of straw or something. And here's the ninja. The ninja has stronger close-up attacks, and in order to backflip, you just move the joystick left or right, and he does the backflip. It's no special move or anything. Yeah, his physical attacks are pretty strong. If he gets an upgrade, weapon upgrade, then he throws shurikens. If you're playing this in MAME, if you don't have like a more updated version, if you have an older version, the game might freeze if you're using invincibility and you use the ninja. I made an attack with the ninja after putting in the cheat code, or the cheat, and the game froze. So keep that in mind if you're going to use cheats. Yeah, you get some extra green orbs after defeating a boss, and you'll get this cutscene in between stages. They talk in kind of a not very Feudal Japan type of dialect. Listen, guys, the boss says we have to do this, whatever it said. And again, those blue orbs will give you a double sword. purple orb will give you the holy sword. And like I said, use the alternate plane attack mode in this game. You'll have at least some success with it. These guys that jump off of that cart, they do a sumo stomp. While they're doing that, they're vulnerable. Go attack them real quick. Get in a good lick or two. And there I lost the power of my sword. So these fat bastards killed me. I think you're invincible while you're making your selection. Unless you take too long. Also, if you take too long in one place while the game is prompting you to go forward, these spiked wheels will approach from behind. So don't screw around. She's got, this boss has the reach advantage on you, so maybe attack while you're moving downwards. There. Or, alternate plane attack. When she turns into this disembodied head, you just have to attack it once, and you'll have beaten them. There we go. I appreciate it. I'll give you a hand. And they gave me a long-range attack. I think. Yep. Like I said, you could play two-player simultaneous play on this game, and the alternate character is like a Western hero. And he looks like he's a cowboy or something. We'll look at that later. I think you saw it in the demo, or maybe I didn't. Maybe there wasn't a demo yet. I'll show you later what it looks like. Yeah, those orbs won't sit there terribly long. So if you really think that you can collect, what was it, 10 orbs to get yourself an extra bar of energy, which I'm thinking it doesn't actually work, then you better collect those orbs pretty quick. That was my last life, so I'm going to put in my initials. The top score is 160,000, and this game really is pretty hard. And like I said, using the alternate plane attack on your enemies seems to reap at least some rewards on this game. There's the two-player mode. Yeah, he's like a cowboy or something, but he's got pretty poor fashion taste. He's purple and light blue. Ugh. And there he's the ninja, and he's got the shuriken attack. There's different levels of long-range attack, and there's like I think 3 levels, and your attack gets bigger and more powerful. And even if you have like swords, you can still like make some sort of energy beam shoot out from them. And yeah, that guy that jumps off of that cart, he's just going to sit there and do the sumo stance to start off so you can quickly get in a couple nice hits. There will be some samurai that you will fight, and here's a couple of them right here. And if you have swords, you might actually lock your sword with the samurai enemy, and that is where you need to bash the attack button in order to quote-unquote win that match. and you will, if you win, you like push him away. You might actually. We're not going to do a full playthrough. We're going to skip ahead to certain areas. We'll see the meat and potatoes of the rest of the game. But yeah, if you win that little sword battle with the samurai, you will either push them back, or you might break their sword, and then they'll have to fight you barehanded. Just something about that chant there cracks me up, makes me appreciate this game more. Kind of wish I knew what they were saying. My Japanese isn't very good. I can actually read Japanese better than I can speak it. And that's saying something. I mean, as hard as kanji is. And these guys are a pain in the butt. One will attack you from one side, and the other will chuck weapons at you. Yeah, the samurai is probably my favorite guy, just because he's always got a sword. And yeah, if you don't keep an eye on the timer meter for how much longer you've got your samurai or whichever character for, you might be in the middle of a boss battle and then have to fight the boss empty-handed the rest of the way, which sucks. There's one of his long-range attacks there. Those samurai that can block a lot of your attacks, they can block the long-range attacks too. When you get a long-range attack, just wail on the attack button. Just waste your enemies from far away as quickly as you can. And here's another boss. She's kind of a pain. She can close in real quick. Yep. Killed me. Yeah, definitely try to attack her from a different plane. You can get in some good licks. And hope that she doesn't close in on you real quick with her spinning attack, like there. It's fortunate that when you lose your last life, oh yeah, she turns into this hideous beast here. Likes to close in real quick. Yeah, it's a good thing that when you lose your last life, you just pick up right where you left off. It would really suck to have to be put far back on a level. How annoying. I think if I died, that wouldn't be my final words. How annoying. How dare you. Go, beat them all. Listen, guys, this is the Warlord's order. Let's go. The graphics are pretty decent for the NEO GEO still kind of being in its infancy, this being just its second year. Yeah, watch out for the oil slick that's gonna catch fire emanating from the gas station there. Oops. See a little bit of the wolf and its long-range attack. These guys are weird. There's these zombies or something that have lanterns for heads and they shoot lasers out of them. Those are the strangest enemies in the game as far as I'm concerned. That rotating door or giant coin or whatever the hell it is won't hurt you as it's flipping around if you stand close. See? Decent music, decent graphics. Not too bad. Like I said, the Japanese mysticism is, and the Gregorian chant like voices that you hear kind of sell the game for me. There was a Sengoku 2 and a Sengoku 3. There might have been other entries in the Sengoku series. Yeah, there the game froze, and I stopped it there and used a save state. But yeah, if you use the ninja and you've got like invincibility cheats or other cheats, and you have an older version of MAME, no, this isn't a terribly old version of MAME, but the game might freeze if you do that, if you're the ninja and you attack from a standing position. Yeah, it's kind of annoying sometimes when you want to collect an orb and you jump towards it to collect it, and all of a sudden you're transported back down below or upwards. Kind of annoying. Oh! Killed him just in time before I ran out of my samurai power. There are 6 stages in this game. Listen, guys, this is the Warlord's Order. Let's go. And we're on stage 4 out of 6. The final stage is just a boss fight, as far as I remember. Well, folks, I hope you weren't without power very long. If you were without power, I was without power for 1 day, and I was also without water because my pipes froze, but they didn't burst. Thank goodness. I've got my water back and my heat and my electricity. Thank goodness. Certain areas of Portland were without power for a lot longer. My folks and my brother and his kids and wife, they were all without power for a lot longer, for like a week. I was starting to go crazy after just 2 days. I like hearing these bitches scream. Take that. Yeah, not having water or power or internet or heat. Boy, that sucked. I spent like a whole day just about bundled up. Oh, little puppies from a killer dog thing. I'm thinking about getting puppies. Oh, come on. Yeah, what is that thing? Yuck. I might try to get a couple puppies in the spring. Yeah, wail on that attack button. If you don't do it fast enough, the samurai will get in a good kick, and there he killed me. So just wail on the attack button. You should win as long as you keep it up. It's been a long time since I played the other Sengoku games. I don't remember them being particularly gangbusters good. These guys are among the most annoying in the whole game, I think. They like to roll at you, and you can't hurt them while they're doing that. Very, very annoying. Trying to get away. Leave me alone, damn it. Jesus, what an asshole. Sometimes if you just keep up the attacks, enemies might not have time to get away. And this one's creepy. This boss, or maybe mini-boss, is really creepy. Their hand just keeps swatting at it and it'll eventually be destroyed. Then you have to whack at her head. What a creepy, weird game this is. But I kind of dig it. I will help you. It gives me another samurai character. These weird turtle type of creatures. I'm trying to remember. I might have seen one of the Sengokus in a NEO GEO cabinet. Excuse me. I can't remember if it was the first, the second, or the third. I was never really sold on any of them, but I do like the like I said, the Japanese mysticism and the chanting voice in the background. We're gonna scoot forward to this boss battle. I kind of like hearing enemies taunt you in video games. Just made the fight more sweeter and made you more intent on beating them. What are some of the more intimidating boss battles you can remember from video games? Boy, for me, Geese Howard in the first Fatal Fury, he was such a cheap bastard. I wanted to beat him so badly. What else? Was it Vulcan Raven from Metal Gear Solid? The final battle inside that warehouse, or whatever it was. That was really intense. He definitely intimidated me. And he just says, great. Sometimes it seems like you should be able to jump and collect a green orb, but you have to like move to a different plane before you can jump up and collect it. Listen, guys, this is the Warlord's order. And we're on the second to last stage here. I'll switch over to the samurai. Whoops, there's that spiked ball if you stand still for too long. Or that spiked log, or whatever that is. So once again, just to reiterate, these are the orbs. The green one, you are supposedly to collect 10 of them to increase your life gauge 1 point. But it either doesn't seem to work, or it's too hard to stay alive long enough to be able to do that with 1 life. I think you can only do it in the same life. Sometimes an enemy will just run off. It's like, what a chicken shit. How much snow and ice do you guys have left? The sidewalks are still kind of dangerous in spots. Fortunately, the temperatures have increased a little bit, and some of it has melted or has gotten to the point where you can break it under your feet. And some of it's just slush, but there's still plenty of ice, still very dangerous. Folks, be very, very careful out there if you have to go on foot. And be very, very careful if you have to drive on that crap. But in my area, the streets are mostly clear. Hope you have plenty of supplies around your house, plenty of food, plenty of toilet paper or whatever. Because I guess there's a number of stores that are running out of certain things. They were already running low on a number of things before. Yeah, he'll say, "I'll give you a hand," and when it's him, it'll be some sort of long-range attack. Or maybe he'll give you another character to choose from. Once you run out of that character, once your timer runs out when you're using him, then you'll have to get another character from that old man, or whatever his title is. Damn spike logs or whatever they're called. I'm sure there's a name for them, and they were probably used back in feudal Japan for some purpose or other. Ouch. Come on, I want to hear you scream. Oh, they're all going to form some sort of... Oh, turtle dragon. The neck of the turtle dragon can't hurt you. Its head can, and its body can. Now, if you can get close and stand inside the neck part, then you can probably cause some heavy damage to his head. But don't let the body hit you. After a fashion, the dragon turtle thing will do a charge at you. Just die already. Some enemies, I think, that don't have weapons and just fight you hand to hand will not cause nearly as much damage, and might not even cost you a full bar when you get hit. They might just change the color of that bar, and it'll be downgraded. And here's the final boss. And you get a special weapon, and the guy will kill you with not much effort. And I guess just move up and down, attacking, and hope that your attack will eventually get through. And try to move in close as you do. Join me, I will give you anything you want. You can't elect to join him to get like a bad ending or anything. I thought it was cool that some games did that. He won that fight. I think he might always win the fights with the sword fights. Because I was wailing on the attack button, hoping to win that sword lock. As you've noticed by now, the bosses don't have a life meter in this game. It's the revival of the madman, and he turns into this multi-armed statue. Just try to knock down those barrier parts and getting close enough to get some strikes. Or just have a bunch of credits handy. I'll show you a little bit more of the multiplayer action in a little bit, the two-player simultaneous play. I hope you all have a great weekend. Enjoy the playoff football if you're going to be watching that. Past souls use their wicked ambitions to try to conquer the world. They died. I'm sorry, I'm not really following the story. There's some English in these credits coming up here. But that is Sengoku. This was game number 17 in our 20 produce. Yambaro is responsible for fruits and vegetables. Oh, Butch. This was game number 17 in our 20 from 1991 series. I'm glad to be back to the 90s series. I really enjoy doing these time capsules. Sick of what? Dirty H. Really, really goofy names. Direct. Thank you, playing to Sengoku. Present by SNK. Oh, thanks for the present, SNK. End. But that is Sengoku. And we will see the two-player simultaneous play here with the really questionably clad Western hero. But he can collect the same swords and get the same characters that player 1 gets. I just can't help it. I think that the chanting is funny. But yeah, I never saw this one, and I don't think it back. I don't think I've seen any of the Sengoku games in the arcades, but I definitely heard of them. They definitely got enough attention by gamers. Wild soda. But that was Sengoku, game number 17 in our 20 from 1991 series. And again, I hope you all got your power and heat and everything back by now. Use those long-range attacks as much as you can. Wipe out the enemies very quickly with it. Yeah! I just find this game to be pretty hilarious. Yeah, I'll do a little bit more play with two players for a little bit here. Definitely use that alternate plane attack to get the drop on your enemies. I will help you. And again, you can break the sword like that of the samurai enemies. But at any rate, that was Sengoku, game number 17 in our 20 from 1991 series. Well, I thank you for watching. This was created by SNK for the NEO GEO cabinet, and I hope you join me soon for game number 16. Bye-bye, folks.